the attack was carefully planned. Our John Miller is a former head of counterterrorism for the LAPD. John, what have you found out?
Well, investigators are telling us, Scott, that Paul Ciancia had a plan to kill as many TSA officers as he could. They say he expected resistance from police and carried more than 100 rounds of ammunition loaded into 5 magazines. They also say he had a carefully devised plan to walk through the crowded terminal with a large assault weapon well hidden, but easily accessible.
Ciancia modified his travel kit to stand a concealed rifle upright. He cut holes in the top of a rollerboard suitcase and the bottom of a backpack and stacked them. Law enforcement sources say this allowed Ciancia to lift the backpack and then pull the rifle through the suitcase and begin firing. He first shot TSA officer Gerardo Hernandez, who was checking documents and boarding passes at the bottom of the escalator leading to the TSA checkpoint. A law enforcement source told CBS News after shooting Hernandez, Ciancia headed towards the escalator but saw Hernandez was still moving, so he doubled back and shot him again, killing him. At the top of the escalator, Ciancia arrived at the TSA checkpoint and entered the area behind security by taking the exit lane reserved for deplaning passengers. He then headed straight down the concourse. Sources say he appeared to be hunting TSA officers as he fired away.
Witness statements and a review of airport security video also indicates to investigators that TSA employees were the gunman's only intended targets. Police believe that other passengers who were wounded either by gunfire or trying to escape were struck by rounds that Ciancia fired at the TSA officers but missed.
John, some police departments put armed officers at these checkpoints. The TSA officers obviously aren't armed. Why were there no armed LAPD officers there?
Well, the airport has its own police department, the Los Angeles World Airports Police, and for a number of years the practice was to have an armed officer and a partner behind every checkpoint. A year ago, they started looking at changing that policy by having roving patrols simply because they said a study of airport incidents showed that most of the violence occurred in front of the security, not behind the security checkpoints, and this would give the officers the ability to roam, be more flexible in their patrols, and less predictable to the bad guys.
And they did get there right away. John, thank you very much.